Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another Ital Eats and Treats video where we prioritize health and longevity. I have found a new juice recipe that I absolutely love and adore. It's basically oranges. I would usually use blood oranges, strawberries, apple, pear, and a little tip of ginger, and it is so good. It makes me feel so feminine because the berries really help womb health, and they're packed with antioxidants. So yummy, and served over ice, literally perfect. Today I'm using the amazing Cravings Auto 10 Plus juicer, and I wanted to tell you all, Cravings is actually having a Mother's Day sale where all of their juicers and blenders are currently 20% off. That is almost $150 off this juicer. It ends on May 12th, so literally in 1 week. You do not want to miss this sale because it's such a great opportunity to get so much money off. So for breakfast, we're making one of my favorite raw vegan breakfast recipes. If you're interested in this, it is in my fully raw vegan no cookbook with over 60 raw vegan recipes. This one is so tasty. I actually did not have any dried fruit. I actually replaced it with some vegan chocolate chips and put some almond butter in there, so it was even more high protein, and this was delicious. Such a great breakfast recipe, easy to digest, and so yummy. I actually used hazelnut today and it tasted like Nutella, and it was actually healthy and fully vegan. Gosh, this is insane. Oh, no way. Such an exciting day because I would grow my own strawberries. There's no tin, are you serious? And I got a delivery of a matcha I had been waiting on for so long. There are some very popular brands in the matcha community, and this one is by Ippodo, and I was so excited to try out their Ikuyo blend.
I roll through, I don't hang around long. I've been about my business, I've been working to the moon. As in my religion, we're just getting to the dough. On a mission, I've been 10 toes, I don't never fold. Ain't no competition, beefing up all, I'ma keep running up the digits. We need it all, from the spring to the winter, we don't take no intermissions. But in the hours and the seconds and the minutes, as long as the clock still.
Let's try this kombucha style, which is basically just like drinking it straight from it without any water, without any milk. Let's see. Ooh, it's very bitter. Let's hope that goes away when we add it to milk.
Be trying your hardest to fake me, I know. Don't try to play me, baby, I'm way too grown. Portraying an angel, but acting shady on the low. Like how you be hating, but still be playing my songs. Don't try to come to your senses after I'm gone. You would need some best for these.
I only make matcha with my homemade plant-based milks, and I always use my Nama M1 plant-based milk maker. I have the almond cow, and the M1 is by far superior compared to the almond cow in my opinion. It makes the creamiest barista style milks. They're super thick, super creamy, and it makes my matcha taste incredible. So good. I have been trying to get my hands on Ippodo's matcha for so long now, and one day I went on their website after checking it literally every day, and they finally had some for pre-sale, and it just got to my house today. So let's go ahead and taste this. There's no sweetener, I just have the raspberry jam, and let's see, the color is really pretty so far. I think I put like 1 teaspoon. Let's taste it. How do I describe this as? Maybe I need some agave. Actually, let me just mix in the sweetener I already have. I would describe this as like a lighter matcha. It was only $19 for 13 grams, which is really good, especially when we're dealing with these more popular companies. It's really tasty. Not as nutty and like prevalent as I would have hoped. Maybe I just need to use a bit more matcha, but it tastes nice. You guys, I'm so greedy and I love matcha so much. I made it again, this time with 1.5 teaspoon measurement instead of just 1 teaspoon measurement. Look at that color. I mean, this literally looks like a green juice. It literally looks like a green juice. It tastes a lot nuttier, and this time I actually did cold whisk. So that's basically using like cold water instead of hot water, and it tastes really, really nice. And for the price, I think it's amazing. No wonder they're always sold out. So for lunch, we're going for something a little bit creative that some people might be like, Tiffany, what are you doing? I'm using ketchup as the base for some butter beans. I'm making like a spicy paprika butter bean dish with ketchup, and trust me, you guys, this was so good. The tomato provided a nice acidity and umami, and it was actually so delicious. I was like licking my fingers. I have not developed a full recipe for this yet, but I will put the ingredients in the description box, the ingredients of everything that I use. I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some fresh things like bell pepper as well as cucumber so I could put them on top of a bed of kale and make a nice salad. Also, here's to say, if you're eating kale, you need to be massaging it. A lot of people do not like kale, and I feel like it is because they're not massaging it. Massaging kale not only makes it taste better, but it makes it a lot easier to digest. It's so easy to massage. You can literally massage it with water. You can massage it with lemon. You can massage it with coconut aminos. You can massage it with oil. As long as you have some sort of liquid, it can be a heavy liquid or a light liquid. It needs to be massaged for 30 seconds to 60 seconds, and the taste just goes up, and it's so much easier to digest, and it makes salads taste amazing.
Take me by seaside, baddies on the go, yeah.
This is so yummy. I was a bit afraid to put the ketchup in there, but it's so good. This is a must-try recipe, especially with the butter beans. Hi, okay, I am so excited because I'm about to film our new recipe for the blog that I have been wanting to film for a long time. I am making vegan gummy bears. So I have these super cute molds. These are like dinosaurs. They're literally adorable. And then I have gummy bears as well. So cute. And I'm so excited. Today I'm just making regular vegan gummy bears, and I think tomorrow I'll make like hormone balancing vegan gummy bears with maca powder, ashwagandha, maybe some red raspberry leaf tea and stuff. I'm just so excited to test out this recipe. By the time this video goes up, it should be on the blog. It should be on the website teaching you how to make it. So let's go. Alright, so we're whipping the juicer back out because I am going to be making 2 juice recipes to use in the vegan gummy recipe. Of course, I could use any fruit juice bought from the store, but why would I when I can make my own juice from scratch and know exactly what is in my juice, and I know that it's free from white sugar, free from high fructose corn syrup, and etc. The full recipe will be on italeatsandtreats.com and linked in the description box. It's really just fruit juice as well as agar-agar, which is a plant-based gelatin, and these are really yummy. They did not become chewy like they would with gelatin, but they are still a great replacement that is homemade and refined sugar free and animal cruelty free as well. These things were so adorable. I had gotten a pack from Amazon. It came with like fruit like cherries and pineapple. It came with your classic gummy bears. It came with dinosaurs, and it just brought me back to my childhood, and I felt like I was healing my inner child when I made this. So it was so fun to do. Now for dinner, I was keeping it really simple. At first, I was just gonna make a simple salad and just eat it with that. But I remember that I had some grain-free tortillas in the fridge. I decided to pair it with that and eat some leftover beans from lunch because we do not waste food over yeso. And honestly, my lunch was super filling, so I am not the type of person that's just going to eat just to eat. I always listen to my body. Breakfast and lunch were both super filling, so I took it very easy for dinner. I had stopped eating like tacos and buying tortillas from the store for a while because the tortillas would genuinely mash up my stomach, and I eat gluten all the time, but it's really like the tortillas from the grocery store were always really messing up my stomach. But these tortillas are so clean, they make me feel so amazing. So this is a must buy. It's more affordable to buy from Costco. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.